Good morning, Montfortians. I hope you all are great. So, today we will be doing the back exercise of chapter 11, Growing Up. Students, be ready with your English books. I hope you all had understood this chapter, Growing Up. So, let us begin. Page number 72, A exercise. Answer these questions with a single word. Some questions are given to you and you have to answer in a single word, means one word. First part. What was Nemi building with blocks? Students, what Nemi was building? He was building tall buildings. So you have to answer in one word. So you will write buildings. Second, what did Urvi like to help her mother with? The answer is baking. Third part, what did Putul want to be when she grew up? So students, what Putul want to be? She wanted to be a doctor. D-O-C-T-O-R. Doctor. Fourth, what did Putul's mother give them to eat? What Putul's mother gave, students? She gave cookies for eating. So the answer is cookies. B exercise. Who said this to whom? Given below are words spoken by different people in the story. Match the words with the names. So some lines are there, some words are there. You have to tell that who said this to whom. You have to name the person that who spoke these words. First, Mummy says I can become an architect. So this was said by Nemi. The answer is Nemi. N-E-M-I. Because Nemi said this, Mummy says, I can become an architect. Move on to the next. Open the page number 73, students. I watched a program on TV yesterday night with my brother. So who said this line? This was said by Urvi. Urvi said, I watched a program on TV yesterday night with my brother. Students, Urvi said this when she was telling to Nemi that you can also build the underwater bridges. At that time, she spoke these words. So the answer is Urvi. U-R-V-I. Urvi. Next, one day I want to cook like the chefs on the cookery shows on TV. Students, who wants to become the chef? Urvi. So Urvi said this, one day I want to cook like the chefs on the cookery shows on TV. Fourth, I will look after people when they are sick. So now who wanted to become the doctor? The answer is Putul. So this was also said by Putul. Students, this was said by Putul. I will look after people when they are sick. Fifth, you can think of what you want to be when you are older. So this was said by Putul's mother at last. When they were busy in just talking, so Putul's mother said that think of what you want to be when you are older. So this was said by Putul's mother. I hope these two parts are clear to you. Now move on to this way with words, A exercise. Add ER or OR to the words given in the box and match it with the definition. So a help box is given to you, students. Some words are there but they are not complete. You have to complete the word by writing ER or OR and then you have to just match it with the definition. First part, a person who plays the bagpipes. A person who plays the bagpipes is known as bagpiper. So you will write the spelling B-A-G-P-I-P-E-R. Students, you have to be careful where ER will come and where OR will come. So bagpiper is B-A-G-P-I-P-E-R. Bagpiper. Second, a person who repairs water pipes. That person is called a plumber. P-L-U-M-B-E-R. Plumber. Third, A person who acts for a living. So a person who is doing acting, that person is known as a actor. Spelling of actor is A-C-T-O-R. Actor. Fourth, a person who makes a donation. If a person is giving the donation, that person is known as donor. Spelling of donor is D-O-N-O-R. Donor. Fifth, another word for inside. So the another word for inside is interior. I-N-T-E-R-I-O-R. Next, a person who inspects. That person is known as inspector. Who is doing the inspection? That person is known as inspector. I-N-S-P-E-C-T-O-R. Seventh, a person who teaches. That person is known as a teacher. If a person is teaching you, that person is known as a teacher. T-E-A-C-H-E-R. Next, a person who plays football. So if a person is playing with football is known as a footballer. Learn the spelling of footballer. F-O-O-T-B-A-L-L-E-R. Footballer. I hope it is clear to you. Move on to the B part. Next page. Match the pictures to the names of people in the box. So now you have to match the pictures with the names of the people in the box. Some names are given in this help box and pictures are given below. Let us see. First picture. Students, see carefully the first picture. This is of a bricklayer. This person is a bricklayer because his job is to just make the walls, bridges, buildings, houses. So that person is known as a bricklayer. You can see the spelling from the help box. Second person is author. Students, who writes something, a person who is writing books, novels, plays, that person is known as a author. Third one is of sailor. S-A-I-L-O-R. Sailor. A person who is working in the ship or boat, that is known as sailor. Next, fourth one is of a farmer. This picture is of a farmer who is working in the fields. That person is known as a farmer. That is the profession of a person, job of that person. Next is an instructor who teaches you something. Instructor is a person who teaches you something. So that is instructor. And the last one is of waiter. Can you see a black color coat they are wearing? So that person is a waiter. They serves you. They serves the customers in the restaurants wherever you are going for eating for your dinner, lunch, breakfast. So they are serving you there, their food. So that person is a waiter. W-A-I-T-E-R. Students, learn the spellings very nicely. Move on to our next topic, that is grammar in use, adverbs. Today you have to just learn about these adverbs. What are adverbs? Adverbs are words that add something to the meaning of a verb. Students, adverbs are words that add something to the meaning of a verb. So what is a verb now? So verb is a word which tells us about the action, which action is going on. That word is a verb which tells you about the action going on. That is a verb. So now adverbs tells you more about the verb. The way you have done adjectives, they are describing words, they tells you more about the nouns. In the same way, adverbs tells you more about the verb. Let us see by some examples. A exercise. Circle the adverbs in these sentences. First, we should eat our food slowly. So now here eating is a verb. You are eating something, but how you are eating? Slowly. So slowly is telling about the eating, about the action going on. Action going on is eating. That we should eat our food. But how we should eat our food? Slowly. So slowly is an adverb that is telling about the verb eat. Second, my uncle lives here. So living. What action is going on? That uncle is living. But Here he is living. Uncle is living here. So here word is an adverb. Third, there are goodies to eat. He sat excitedly. How he sat, students? Excitedly. So excitedly is an adverb. It is telling you more about the verb, that how he sat this. Fourth, Emperor Akbar ruled wisely. So Emperor Akbar is ruling. But how he is ruling? Wisely, very cleverly. So wisely is an adverb. Fifth, he treats his mother kindly. So treats is a verb. Now kindly word is telling that he treats his mother kindly. How he is treating? Very kindly. So kindly is an adverb. It is telling you more about the verb, more about the action. I felt happy today. So he felt happy when? Today. So today is also an adverb. Next, we will play inside. Where you will play? Play. Inside. So inside word is telling you that where you will play. So it is telling you more about the verb. So these are, students, adverbs. Now there are types of adverbs. You have to remember there are 3 types of adverbs in English. Adverbs of manner, adverbs of place, adverbs of time. Let us talk about the first type, that is adverbs of manner. Students, adverbs of manner tell us how the action is done. That how the action is done. If you will ask in that line the question, it will come in the answer how. Adverb of place tells us where the action is taking place, that at what place, at which place the action is taking place. So it will tell you where the action is taking place. And the example is, let us go out. The maid has gone upstairs. So he is saying let us go out. Out is the place. The maid has gone upstairs. Where the maid has gone? Upstairs. So upstairs is also an adverb. Next is third type is adverbs of time that tell us when the action is taking place. So it will tell you about the time when the action is taking place. For example, I hurt my ankle yesterday. So now yesterday word is telling that I hurt my ankle. But when? Yesterday. So yesterday word is an adverb. I shall come early. So when you will come? Early. Early word is telling na that when you will come, that I shall come early. It is written here in the example. So early is an adverb. So in this way, students, there are 3 types of adverbs. Adverbs of manner, place and time. Now let us see the question number B, this B exercise. Underline the adverbs in these sentences and identify their type. So you have to identify the type of the adverb and then you have to underline the adverb also. First, we waited outside. So now you have to ask where they waited, students. I told you the question that if it is adverb of place, then you have to ask where. We waited outside. Where they waited? So outside. Outside is an adverb and it is adverb of place. So you will underline outside and you will write there place. Second, he loved her deeply. So how he loved? He loved deeply. Deeply is an adverb and it is the type of manner. In this way, students, you have to complete this B exercise. Just understand it very nicely, the topic of adverbs. Move on to the next topic, that is subject-verb agreement. Already we have done this topic in one chapter, subject-verb agreement. If a subject is singular, then verb is also singular. If a subject is plural, then we have to take the plural verb. And students, singular verb is in which S or ES is coming. That is a singular verb. And the plural verb is without S or ES. First one, see. The children dash breakfast at 7 a.m. So eat will come or eats. Children, they are plural. So now we have to take the plural verb. And I told you, in plural verb, S or ES is not coming. So you will write eat. The children eat breakfast at 7 a.m. Second, the school bell dash at 9 a.m. Now school bell is one, that is singular. So you have to take the singular verb now. Ring will come or rings? Singular verb is in which S or ES is coming. So the answer will be rings, because R-I-N-G-S, S is coming. So it is a singular verb and we have to take the singular verb. So the school bell rings at 9 a.m. In this way, students, complete this C exercise also, and you have to complete the back exercise of chapter 11, Growing Up. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you. Have a great day.